Most people are using GPT-5 at barely 10% of its real power, and chances are you might be doing the same without even realizing it. Imagine asking a simple, vague question and getting a basic answer, versus giving one well-designed prompt and watching GPT-5 generate expert-level work that looks like it came from a team of researchers, writers, and analysts. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to unlock that level of output. Before we begin, look at this quick comparison. A weak prompt that produces generic results and a strong prompt that turns GPT-5 into a specialist with depth, accuracy, and creativity. That difference isn't magic, it's prompting. And once you understand how to do it right, you'll never use AI the same way again. Prompting is simply the art of giving instructions to an AI. But with GPT-5, the rules have evolved. This model can follow complex structures, multi-step tasks, and high-precision instructions better than any version before it, but only if you know how to talk to it. In this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to master: how to structure a perfect prompt, how to assign expert roles, how to give context that makes your output sharper and more accurate, how to guide the model through step-by-step reasoning, and even how to build multi-stage workflows that produce professional-level results. Whether you're using GPT-5 for content creation, business, coding, research, or personal productivity, the techniques in this video will instantly upgrade the way you interact with it. By the end, you'll know exactly how to make GPT-5 think deeper, respond smarter, and work like a true partner, instead of just a question-answer machine. ChatGPT said very powerful GPT-5 response begins with understanding how to build a strong prompt. You need to think of your prompt as a blueprint that tells the model exactly what to create. Start by being extremely clear about what you want. Instead of saying, "Write about marketing," you specify, "Write a 200-word explanation of modern digital marketing strategies for beginners," using simple language and real examples. This single shift, from vague to clear, completely transforms the output. Then add context. Who is the audience? What is the purpose? What level of detail do you expect? Context helps GPT-5 avoid generic answers and instead produce tailored, relevant content. After that, give precise instructions such as tone, depth, or required structure. You can even ask for comparisons, examples, or a specific storytelling style. Finally, define the output format: paragraphs, bullet points, a script, a table, anything. When you combine objective, context, instructions, and structure, GPT-5 responds at a professional level. Once you learn this formula, every prompt you write instantly becomes more powerful. One of the fastest ways to upgrade your GPT-5 results is by assigning a role. When you tell the model to act as a senior programmer, act as a financial analyst, or act as a psychologist, it instantly changes how it thinks and communicates. Instead of giving random suggestions, it responds with domain-specific logic, deep expertise, and accurate terminology. Roles force GPT-5 to select the right mental model before generating the answer. This is extremely useful when you want detailed, authoritative content, or when you're working on specialized tasks like coding, legal writing, research, or data analysis. You can even combine multiple roles in a single prompt, such as act as a consultant and a storyteller, to get technical accuracy with narrative flow. The more specific the role, the better the result. You can also instruct GPT-5 to critique its own replies as an expert reviewer, helping you refine the output. Role-based prompting turns GPT-5 from a general assistant into an on-demand specialist. Another powerful technique for getting high-quality answers from GPT-5 is step-by-step prompting. Instead of asking for a final answer immediately, you guide the model through a thinking process. For example, instead of saying "create a business plan," you say, "First analyze the market, then identify strengths and weaknesses, then outline opportunities, and finally write the business plan based on your analysis. This forces GPT-5 to break the task into smaller steps, improving clarity and accuracy. Step-by-step prompting works incredibly well for reasoning tasks, problem-solving, strategy creation, coding, or anything where you want depth instead of shortcuts. You can also ask GPT-5 to show its reasoning, compare multiple options, or evaluate trade-offs before giving the final answer. This reduces mistakes and hallucinations. The trick is to think like a project manager. Outline the process before the outcome. When GPT-5 follows that sequence, it produces more thoughtful, logical, and well-structured work. The difference between a rushed answer and a step-by-step answer is massive, and once you learn this method, your results will dramatically improve. One thing many new users overlook is the power of constraints and rules. GPT-5 becomes more accurate when you limit it. If you just say explain AI, it could go in any direction. But if you say explain AI in 120 words, in 4 short paragraphs, using simple language a beginner can understand, the result becomes sharper, cleaner, and more useful. Constraints can be anything: word limits, tone requirements, formatting, number of examples, difficulty level, or writing style. You can even force GPT-5 to write like a specific person, follow a certain structure, or stick to a strict character limit. Constraints act like guardrails, helping the model stay focused and avoid unnecessary fluff. You can also use rules such as do not repeat sentences, do not use jargon, or only answer using bullet points. GPT-5 follows these beautifully. The key is to remember, the more boundaries you set, the more precise the output becomes. Constraints don't limit creativity, they sharpen it. One of the best ways to learn prompting is to see real examples. When you compare a weak prompt to a strong one, the difference becomes instantly clear. A weak prompt like write about saving money produces basic, generic advice. But the strong version, write a 150-word practical guide on saving money for beginners aged 20 to 30. Including 3 daily habits they can start immediately, creates focused, actionable content. In another example, a weak prompt like fix this code becomes far more effective when you say analyze the following Python code. Identify the errors, explain what caused them, and then rewrite the corrected version with comments. The strong prompt gives purpose, detail, and structure. You can use this idea across every field: business, education, research, creative writing, or video creation. Once you see how small improvements in the prompt completely transform the output, you begin to understand how GPT-5 actually thinks. Practicing with examples trains your mind to write clearer instructions naturally. GPT-5 becomes incredibly powerful when you don't treat it like a one-shot tool, but instead build multi-step workflows with it. Think of it like working with a real team, first planning, then producing, then editing. Start by giving GPT-5 the goal, such as create a YouTube script, but don't ask for the script immediately. Instead say, first create a detailed 8-step plan for the script. Then you review the plan, suggest edits, and when it looks good, you say, now write chapter 1 and continue step by step. This creates higher quality results than a single big prompt ever could. You can build workflows for business plans, marketing funnels, video ideas, full courses, books, coding projects, or design systems. Breaking large tasks into sections gives you far more control and ensures everything stays consistent. Multi-step prompting also allows you to refine the output at every stage, reducing errors and increasing precision. This approach turns GPT-5 into a long-form creative partner capable of producing professional work. Even with experience, users often fall into common prompting mistakes that reduce output quality. One major mistake is being vague. If your prompt is unclear, GPT-5 will guess, and often guess wrong. Another mistake is giving no context, causing generic, shallow answers. Many users also forget to specify tone or style, leading to results that don't match their needs. Asking multiple questions in one sentence is another issue, because GPT-5 may answer only half of them. Some people also make the mistake of expecting perfection from the first answer. GPT-5 works best when you refine the output through follow-ups. Once you master these techniques, GPT-5 becomes more than a tool. It becomes an extension of your mind, helping you create faster, think deeper, and achieve more with every interaction. ChatGPT said, We wrap up this video. Remember that mastering GPT-5 isn't about being a tech expert. It's about learning how to communicate with clarity and intention. The power of this model depends entirely on how you guide it. When you use clear objectives, strong context, well-defined roles, structured instructions, and step-by-step workflows, you unlock a level of intelligence and creativity that most users never experience. Think of every interaction as a collaboration, not a command. The more precise you are, the more powerful GPT-5 becomes. Now it's your turn to take these techniques and apply them to your own projects, whether you're creating content, building a business, studying, coding, or just exploring new ideas. Start experimenting with the prompt structures we discussed. Refine your approach, and you'll see immediate improvements in the quality of your results. If you found this useful, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more AI and productivity content, and comment below if you want me to create a full prompt pack or advanced GPT-5 course. Thanks for watching, and remember, GPT-5 is only as smart as the prompts you give it, so use it wisely, push its limits, and let it amplify what you're capable of creating.